I've had kind of an epiphany. You were born the same week my divorce was finalized. So for me, I'm like, you're here for a reason.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. It's our favorite time of the day. Time to check in with Ed and his incredibly ridiculous love life. This whole story with Liz is unfortunately coming to an end soon as the season is winding down. But today, we have some big developments because, well, let's just say Ed is going to be making another big move very quickly that's going to scare Liz off. But we know that's just pretty much the cycle they're in at this point. So strap in. Make sure you watch until the very end of this one because it's actually insane what he does at the end here. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get into it and get this reaction underway.
At this point in my life, I have never loved anyone the way I love Liz, ever. We had our bumps, but we're back on track.
So according to Ed, this is a once-in-a-lifetime love for him. You know, that last wife he had, no. The mother of his child, are you kidding me? No, he did not love her the way that he loves this random waitress that he had a crush on that he's been seeing for 2 months. I mean, this is textbook love right here. If you followed their relationship from the beginning, you'd know that Ed has just been making every right move and it's gone so smoothly so far. And I'm definitely not trying to sound ironic here. I mean, this guy's a legend and this love is very true. It definitely doesn't only exist because of the TV cameras being around.
She's telling me that she's so busy. So I'm worried that I'm not a priority for Liz.
Oh, this dude's ridiculous. So turns out when you interject yourself into someone's life and you bring some TV cameras around and you ask them out while they're working, kind of coerce them into going on a first date and then basically shoehorn yourself into their life, turns out you're not a priority for them. I mean, I don't know what Ed expected. He just expects her to turn around, do a complete 180 and forget about her friends, her job, and her, you know, motherly duties, her normal life pretty much. He wants it to all be about him 24/7 because he loves her so much. So that means that she should love him that much, right? At least that's how it works in Ed's brain. And it's funny because he's washing his Vespas. Yes, I say that plural. I thought last time that he got a paint job for it, but no, turns out this dude's just low-key balling, and with his TLC money, he's bought like 3 of these and they're just different colors. But with this conversation with his mom, he basically explains that Liz has like 5 priorities above him, you know, friends, work, pretty much all the things I listed before, and that really annoys him for some reason, even though he can't wrap his head around the fact that she is her own person and has her own life. For him, if every second of the day isn't consumed with how much she loves him and wants to be around him, then maybe it just doesn't work. And of course his mom reinforces this thought, and yeah, it's true. Maybe if she is being distant, it's because this relationship is doomed to fail, and the fact that you're twice her age is the reason for that.
I'm having dinner with Liz later tonight and I'm gonna go, Liz, look, I love you. I don't think you're committed to me.
So some rare confrontational vibes from Ed here. Actually, I guess not super rare, but you know, he doesn't often stand up for himself or advocate for himself in this way. So turns out he's going to be going on a dinner date with Liz tonight, which I'm sure is going to be very awkward. And during this date, he's going to say the same spiel that he's asked her pretty much every time they've been alone on a conversation this season, comprised of, I love you and I want to be with you forever. Will you be my forever? Like, she clearly was creeped out by him asking that question earlier on, and now he's just gonna be bringing it up in another way. He thinks that he needs to get this figured out right now, and I get it, like, you're old, you want to make sure that this is gonna be serious, but at the same time, man, you gotta get the vibes right, Ed. Like, you're going way too fast, and you're asking too much of her, and every time you drop this question of, will you be my forever, it makes Liz want to shut down. It would make anyone want to shut down, because who's talking like that already 2 months into the relationship, you freaking weirdo?
Hey, yo. How are you?
Hi.
You look great, as always.
And bro, I don't know what to tell you here, but just look at this body language when they kiss. That is not someone that's in love, and that is not 2 people that have been dating seriously for 2 months. This is all for show, bro. She is so not feeling this, and if you are that stiff having to kiss your boyfriend, it's just not gonna freaking work out.
I'm being completely honest. I'm definitely struggling. I hate to say it, there is that age difference, even though I want to feel like it's non-existent.
Boo-hoo, Liz. I probably sound like a jerk saying that, but at this point, she has had 1,000,001 chances to leave. So if you truly want to be happy, just leave. Clearly, these checks have just been large enough for you to forsake your own personal happiness. But at this point, I can tell she's kind of reaching the end of the road here, and these antics with Ed are not going to continue on into the next season, I'm guessing, because she's pretty over it at this point.
Okay, this is cool.
That's really cute.
Here's to you looking at me, looking at you.
And with that incredibly awkward and just weirdly phrased toast, the date kicks off. They're by the waterfront here, quite romantic, I must admit. Like, this is a step above goat yoga. But yeah, it's time to see if Ed is actually a priority in Liz's life. Spoiler alert, he's not, but she's probably gonna tell him that he is, simply to let this, you know, keep going for even longer. But anyways, let's just get to that section.
You were born the same week my divorce was finalized. So for me, I'm like, you're here for a reason. I have feelings for you, like in there.
I need a moment to process this. What the hell, Ed? What did you just say, bro? That is, without a doubt, the creepiest thing that I have heard Ed say, and I did not think that it was possible to top some of this previous stuff that he has said in this season or the season before. But did you hear what just came out of this man's mouth? He just said, I had this crazy epiphany. It was kind of a mind-blowing thing to realize. You know, you were born the same week that my divorce was finalized. So if you ask me, you were put here for a reason. Like, that is so creepy, dude. You were leaving a phase of your adult life, getting a divorce, which means you already had enough time to fall in love with someone and get married and have a kid with them by the time Liz was being born. And he's saying now that she was put on this earth to date him, to grow up and just fall in love with him and spend the rest of her life with him. Like, first off, that is so self-centered, and secondly, that is the creepiest stuff that I have heard come out of his mouth. Once again, I am disgusted by you right now, bro. Like, why did you just say that? Liz's reaction is honestly how I'd react. Actually, I think I'd just probably projectile vomit on my expensive steak dinner right now if I heard that from him, but that's actually kind of troublesome. Like, I am really worried right now.
I miss telling you about my days. I feel lost when I don't speak to you.
I need that. I need to hear that.
So, another radical 180 from Liz here. Now all of a sudden she misses him and she needs to speak with him more. So, it seems like they've kind of ironed out this whole issue. Isn't it weird, the pacing of this show? Like, the drama part is so long, and then just the quick 180 that she keeps pulling literally will happen in the blink of an eye. Like, I didn't skip any part of the conversation here, really. That was literally her response after he just dropped that creepy truth bomb about her being born the same time that he was having his divorce finalized. And now she's all over him and just wants to spend more time with him. So I don't freaking know. But we're gonna do another little time skip here. Now they're gonna be on vacation, and according to Ed, things have been really good again for the past couple weeks. So that, as we all know, it means things are destined to fail very soon, once again.
So is it true if a bird sends you, it's good luck? Like a seagull?
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Well, then I need to be pooped on.
So, skipping past that, once again, some weirdness going on in this episode. I don't know what to tell you, but I guess that's kind of what we want from this show. Yeah, they're at the beach. I don't even know if they're on a vacation because they live in California, so he probably just drove them to the beach. I was wrong about that, but yeah, things have been going pretty swell. Good enough for them to be going on this overcast day to go swim in the ocean. That just does not sound fun and sounds incredibly cold. But skipping forward here a little bit is going to be the part where Ed once again rushes the relationship like at hyperspeed, and he's just trying to go light years forward in this relationship without even taking the effort of, you know, building a strong foundation first. We know that's his biggest issue, and we know he does it all the time, and he's once again about to put her in a very uncomfortable and high pressure situation by asking her something insane.
I got her a brand new swimsuit. She looks like Neapolitan ice cream, man. It's hot.
He's out here living his best life, stomping around in the ocean with her. We almost got to give a round of applause to Ed. Even if this relationship doesn't work out, which is highly likely, this is at least his magnum opus. This is his peak, you know. First it was that hotel situation when they went to that wedding, and now he's just playing in the ocean, man. Way to go, Ed.
I want my home to be our home. And I want to ask you to move in.
Yep. Yeah, that's the bombshell. That's the question I was talking about. A lot of you thought that he was going to propose, and that honestly isn't outside of the realm of possibility. I still think that is definitely on the table very soon, which hopefully she says no and it just explodes. That would be hilarious. But yeah, he just asked Liz to move in with him and his mother into his house. Her and her daughter. That is just such a huge thing to be asking, and you'd think that would be around maybe, you know, the 1 year mark of the relationship, once they finally have been in a good place for like a consistent amount of time. But he sees it as, oh, we've been doing good for about 2 or 3 weeks, so that means we're in love and we're going to be in love forever, and she should probably move in with me and we should probably get married soon. It's just the way this dude's brain works, and I hate it.
You make changes. You try to make me make changes so fast. It's not fair.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. Look at this dude right here. I want you to pay attention to this scene once again. I'm gonna replay this. Liz is sitting here thinking because, you know, this is a massive upheaval in her life. Moving is stressful. She's got to get out of her lease or her living situation right now. And she has to explain to her daughter that she's about to move in with her egg boyfriend. Overall, this is just a very difficult decision. And the entire time she's waiting, Ed just looks so sad, like a lost little puppy. And then as soon as she says yes, he just flips on a little smile because he realizes he was able to manipulate his way into speed running another stage of their relationship, and it is just disgusting that he is able to do this and be so manipulative with her. Ugh, grinds my gears. Liz, you gotta be a little bit smarter than this, but you know, you're still young, you know, you're in your 20s, so hopefully you will learn from this, but I don't think this is a very good decision at all.
I don't feel like I'm moving too fast at all. I want to spend the rest of my life with Liz, and I have the ring picked out.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm. This is not okay. This is not okay. Do you hear what he just said? He wants to spend the rest of his life with her and he has the ring picked out. Dude, that's gonna be the season finale. I just know it already. He's gonna pop the question to Liz and it better be a no. She better hold her ground for once. Ed, you get one thing right for yourself and then you take 2 steps back. When will you realize that this pattern of behavior doesn't work, dude? He never will actually, because he's in his 50s and still acting this way. So clearly it's gotten him this far in life, so he's just gonna keep on doing it. But that is a ridiculous end to this segment. Sounds like there's gonna be a massive update maybe later. You know, Ed might be engaged. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you so much for the continued support on this series. I actually think next week's episode is supposed to be the tell-all, so that's gonna be a massive bombshell dropped because I saw some tears from Ed and Liz, so something went down between them, but we don't know yet. So let me know what you thought down in the comments below, like I said. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace out.